Hello folks, it's so great to be with you here today. We're going to have a fun time. We're going to be chatting a little bit about labels here today. So when you go and pick up a label and you read it, and if you see that after the PLU, Plantation Unit Number, it starts with a 9. Now what does 9 mean? 9 means if I pick up a potato or an onion, it doesn't have budnip in it. Now, what is budnip? Budnip is a chemical that stops something from sprouting. So here's a potato, you can see it sprouting across there. But now, if it's got budnip on, it's not going to sprout. And they do that with carrots, they do it with sweet potatoes, they do it with yams, they do it with onions, they do it with beets, all kinds of things like that. So those kind of foods, you want to make sure that you're getting them with a 9 on. So 9 means a few things. Number one is that you can remove the pesticide off of it. It doesn't mean it's pesticide free. It just means you can remove the pesticide because they've applied it topically, number one. Number two, 9 means they didn't use genetically modified seeds, GMO seeds. Number three is 9 means they didn't use synthetic fertilizers made from petroleum. They use fertilizers normally from compost or manures or something like that. It could even be human manure, but that's the kind of stuff they use. So let me give you some ideas about the labeling over here. If you buy something with an 8 on, remember you hate an 8. 8 means it's genetically modified, and that means it could have rat DNA, it could have Agent Orange built into it, it could have some kind of toxic chemical that human's body, changing the structure of their plant, messing up, causing estrogen problems and things like that. So that's the first thing. You want to make sure you make the number does not start with an 8. Always remember, we hate an 8. That's the one thing. The next thing over here, 9 means it's organic, right? And then what does 4 mean? 4 means that it's conventional. Now, I don't know what is conventional about conventional, because it's a lot of trash. Because conventional means they can use systemic pesticide. That means they put the pesticide into the soils, or they spray it topically onto the plant that it gets absorbed into the plant. So it's a kind of pesticide that can go into the plant, so you can't peel it off, you can't wash it off. There is nothing you can do about it. Conventional means they can use toxic chemicals and pesticides over those crops, right? So you want to make sure, like especially things like wheat or rice, a lot of these things that are dried in the field, those have to be, they don't have to be, this is what they're doing to them. They're spraying things like a ripening agent over them. And these ripening agents could be Roundup or something like that. So you want to be very careful when you're buying food out there. 9 is the best way to go, because the kind of fertilizer they use, the kind of pesticides that they used over them, the way they preserve them, they're not normally ripened with radiation. So the 9 is the way to go if you can. And remember, you are voting with your dollar. Every time you pay for genetically modified foods, guess what? You're saying to the farmer, carry on growing this trash. You're saying to the government, keep on supporting this garbage, right? Every time you buy something that is conventionally grown, you're saying exactly the same. Keep on just pumping the poisons, pumping the pesticides into my body. I don't mind about this kind of stuff. You have an incredible day. Great chatting to you. Like, share, and follow.